So here's something that can make us all smile. Veteran receives penis and scrotum transplant in surgery doctors say is medical first. So it was a 14-hour surgery. It took 11 doctors and 9 plastic surgeons and 2 urological surgeons at Johns Hopkins Hospital. And in order for this to work, he also had to have a bone marrow transplant and needed immunosuppressant drugs. I think he had his kibbles and bits were blown off as well as his legs. And so, this is the first successful transplant of its kind, they're saying. And he's expected, it hasn't happened yet, but he's expected to return to, quote, near normal function. So it's great that we live in a time and place when if something happens, you have the prayer of getting back to a normal life. I mean, imagine getting your legs and dick blown off and then you actually have a chance of getting it back. That must be great. But of course, listen, it has to be said in the context of the story, they shouldn't have sent these poor guys to fight overseas in the first place. I don't know if this happened in Iraq or Afghanistan, but we certainly didn't have to be there. I mean, and I know people will say, hey, you don't need to bring that up in the context of this story because you're just talking about the transplant here. But I can't help myself because it's good that we came up with, the ability to do this, but at the same time, don't put these people in harm's way when they don't need to be in harm's way, and that's what we do all the fucking time. But yeah, I'm certainly ecstatic that this exists, and it's getting wild. I mean, there's a lot of medical advancements have been really mind-blowing, but I'm also still amazed at the same time as to how in some ways we haven't progressed at all. Like I'm talking to you guys right now, I either have some sort of a cold or whatever, my throat is terribly itchy and I'm stuffed, and like if it's viral, there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to let it run its course. If it's strep throat, well, then you can take antibiotics and you'll be fine. So I don't know what it is, but my point is, if it's a virus, sorry, nothing you can do about that. But we're able to fucking put a guy's dick back on? And think about how difficult that is, because you have to get all like the fucking veins and arteries and line it up perfectly. And I mean, I don't know, how the fuck are you going to make it so that they said near normal function, so he'll be able to pee, he'll be able to fuck, but how I don't know. It's amazing to me. It blows my mind that after it was gone and then they reattached a cadaver's dick, it's going to be able to get hard and you're going to be able to nut. God bless, man. I mean, good for you. To return to normal function is very impressive. And I'm happy I live in an era where we have science. And we've come a long way. I just wish we were a little further down the road. Specifically so I can get rid of this fucking terribly painful whatever the fuck it is I have right now. And yeah, I know, it's hilarious what's over my shoulder. I have to point that out. Come on, that's a great graphic for this story.